Pools is a somewhat coming-of-age dramedy from director and writer Sam Hayes, starring Odessa Ozion, about a girl who is dealing with a bout of arrested development where she is unable to go to class and move forward with her life after the passing of her father. Starting off with the positives, I really did like the comedy aspect of this movie. It's a dramedy, it's very much a mix of drama and comedy, but of the two, the comedy most definitely shines through. Some of my favorite moments in the film are the moments where you're meant to laugh, and you do laugh. I was cracking up a few different times throughout. Our supporting cast of our main pool jumping group here, in particular Mason Gooding, Francisca Noel, and Tyler Alvarez, bring a lot to the movie. They bring a lot of much needed levity to the story. But the real standout for me was Michael Vlamis, who's playing this HVAC repair guy, or as they call him, an air conditioner in the movie. Of all of the moments in the movie where I genuinely laughed, he's responsible for at least half of him. He was so good in the role, and I hope to see much more from him. His IMDb is pretty sparse, but I hope this can be a launching off point for his career because the guy is talented and wicked funny. Pools also has a lot of really fun and interesting camera work. The camera moves in ways that accentuate the storytelling, but also engage you as a watcher, as an audience member. Cinematography was done by Ben Hardwick, and he brought a lot of sauce to this film. Onto the few things I didn't like so much about this movie is this is Sam Hayes' first outing as a feature film director and writer, and he's the only listed credited writer on IMDb, and you can kind of tell there's points in the movie that feel like this is written by one person. There's one voice speaking through so many of the different characters. For a first outing, he did a good job, a solid job, but there's moments that felt a little bit cringy. I hate to say cringy, it feels so cheap and easy to throw that out there. But where it's the most obvious, it was a first-time feature-length writer and maybe an only writer, is in Odessa Ozion's character. She gave as good of a performance as she could be expected to under the line she was working with, but there's a lot of moments with her character that feel, and I hate to say this, very manic pixie dream girl-y, like just overly silly and zany for the sake of being overly silly and zany, and it's showing that she's hiding some deeper pain with those actions, with the way she's acting, but it just didn't quite work for me. Then Ariel Winters, I don't want to say she gave a bad performance because I know she's a good actor and I've seen her do good work in a lot of stuff, so I think it might be on the direction because there's a couple of scenes where she just kind of feels stiff and uncomfortable. Like her character is not supposed to be feeling uncomfortable in the moment, but you can almost feel through her body language she seems a little uncomfortable. And that could be just me, what I was picking up on, but it didn't seem like she was totally in it, you know? And my last real complaint is that it felt like it ended almost a few times. There were a few points where the movie could have ended and had a solid ending, but it just kind of kept going. I'm gonna give Pools a strong 6 out of 10. I highly recommend you go watch it. I can't wait to see more from Sam Hayes.